What is going on, YouTubers? This is Anime Gamer Fanboy, and welcome to all you bronies and Pegasisters, anime fans and furries, and gamers too. And to all my other viewers, I shall not forget about you. And to all the cool cats and gals that decides to spell, thank you all for showing up and watching the show and tell. What is going on, you guys? This is Anime Gamer Fanboy, and tonight, guys, I am getting into a video where I am going to be talking about a certain something. Guys, I'm going to explain to you what's went down tonight. Basically, I'm a little agitated, so if I seem PO'd, then you'll understand why in a few minutes. So, well, actually, you'll know in a little bit. So, while I'm doing my challenge, I'm going to be speaking of it. And, yes, guys, before you guys ask, I did turn off the chat because I don't want them saying what store, because I'm not saying what store in this video. If you guys see my friend Dawson Roberts' YouTube vid from my last video, then great. If not, I will post the link in the bottom of the thing, and you guys can check it out if you guys want to see my handsome mug or my ugly mug, whichever preference you guys want to confirm. However, tonight, guys, we had a bit of a problem. Okay, guys, so tonight we was in a different town. You know, me and my buddy, we was going over to check out, like, laptops and stuff, because he wanted to look into helping me getting a computer. We was just minding our own business, vlogging, and basically what happened was, well, first off, let me bring you guys up to speed a little bit. First off, if you guys know the YouTube video where you guys see my handsome mug for some people, or my ugly mug to some people, whichever reference you want to use, I really don't care at this point. Basically, what happened was, where I work, basically, the store has some, the place has a policy, which, you know, in all due respect, if there are no signs on the doors, or nothing that states we cannot do that. Like, for example, you guys know for a fact that if they have signs that says, oh, well, you can't have pets in the premises, or you can't do this in the premises, then it's like, okay, that's understandable on certain reasons. But if they don't have any signs, it's like, okay, how are we supposed to know better? So, let me get my breather going before I lose my composure. Okay. So, anyway, guys, so tonight, me and a fellow YouTuber, you guys might know him because you've probably seen his channel. If not, I will fill you guys up to speed. He's a YouTuber by the name of Dawson Roberts. Now, he is a buddy of mine. I've been in a couple of his vids, which is pretty cool, but also at the same time, you know, it's been also kind of hectic. So, tonight, guys, me and Dawson, we was both pretty much out and about. We was at another town store. Again, not going to say the certain store name, but you should know the motto. Basically, what happened was, we was at a different store, and, you know, me and him, we was just pretty much recording a vid, trying to chill out, enjoy the night, you know, because, like I said, I got off shift at my job, and pretty much, you know, I'm just trying to relax and take it easy. Well, you know, if some of you don't know, he travels. He's kind of like my family. He pretty much travels, and he hasn't done a video for the past few days, I believe. So, you know, he's trying to get a video in before he has to leave. So I said, you know, and being in the pickle he's in, I tried to be a good friend and suggest, oh, hey, well, why don't we do a video in one good location where we always shop. We can do a, you know, we can do a vlog, we can do pretty much anything. Now, the store area we went to tonight is in a neighboring town from where I live. And what happened was, we had some people who were pretty much rude. So, and I'll get to that point in a minute, but I'll fill you guys in on the details so far. we was inside the store, which I'm not gonna name. And again, guys, for reasons on this vid, I am not gonna have the store have the chat on, because again, I don't want that store name brought up in here, because I don't want to get in hot water at both my job or any place else. But basically, though, what happened was, like I said, we was pretty much hanging out, not causing any mischief, and we had a couple people get rude with us about what we was doing. Now, again, guys, here's the perspective, and I will run you by the perspectives. Number one, we wasn't doing anything rude. Now, again, this is where I draw the line on certain things. But, you know, now, I've done YouTube videos at this place before, to be honest with you, and I've had no problems. And yes, guys, if you guys seen a YouTube vid of me carrying around a selfie stick and then just recording a vid, that's pretty much what I was doing at the time. And I had no complaints, no problems whatsoever. Okay, so tonight, back off. So tonight, guys, or last night, sorry, I get confused. I meant to say last night, but you know. So last night, guys, my friend and I, we was walking around doing a vid, you know, because he has not done a vid yet. Oh, please let this be an assault rifle. Yes, KM57. Okay, that's gonna work. So he hasn't done a vid for, you know, because he's been busy, and you know, and I can respect that. So, you know, trying to be a good friend, I try to help him out, suggesting we could go somewhere, we could do something, you know, do something fun, like for a vlog. So I recommended, oh hey, why don't we go to a certain store and, you know, pretty much do a vlog, you know, like we can shop around, we can do something. Now, here's where I drew the line. Now, I don't know if it was how he was dressed. I don't know what the reason was. But we had a couple people. Now, this was like the late shift, like about roughly, I think we got over there about 10 something. I'm not 100% sure, guys, but we got over there about 9ish, 10ish, or something like that. I'm trying to remember distinctly at the top of my head. But however, you know, we weren't doing nothing wrong, and for some odd reason, they was being pretty much rude. Like, I don't know if they were having an off shift. I don't know what. I don't know what the heck their problem was. But, you know, we weren't trying to stir up no trouble. My friend was just doing a YouTube vid. He wasn't causing any shenanigans. He was just a casual, you know, shopper. And basically, they got rude with us. Now, consequently, I didn't care if she was a female or what. This is where I would have drawn the line and said, look, if the policy's not clean on the windows, then it can't be against the rules. The only signs I've seen on the windows is no pets. The only sign I've seen are, you know, those are the only signs I've seen. No pets, no nothing. So, unless there's a sign on that window, it ain't against the rules. Well, again, and this is the stupid part, she brought up this quote-unquote policy, and it's like, okay, again, if the sign's not on the mother chicken windows, then you can't enforce something that there's no rule for. Okay, I got that piece. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna move the camera, but you guys will still hear my voice for a minute. So yeah. So basically though, so my friend wanted to record for tonight, and you know, and like I said, we weren't doing nothing wrong. We was just doing a vlog. We was just doing, you know. Mean Bird, I'm telling you, this wasn't a joke, dude. He wasn't joking around. He wasn't doing nothing. We was just doing a casual, non-joking joking video for his stream. That's all we was doing. But anyways, so yeah, so basically 2 of the co-workers were pretty much rude. So what my friend did, he pretty much said he turned off the camera just to keep the co-workers off our back, or not the co-workers, but the workers off our back. Sorry guys, I'm a little hyped about this, but I'm also a little bit agitated. So what happened was, like I said, we went back to recording just to do a vlog. And, you know, this lady was, like, rude. And then she went and reported us to another an assistant, I believe it was an assistant manager, which, you know, in bottom line, I should go back and make a complaint. Because it's not like we was doing anything to cause trouble. We weren't doing nothing to pretty much, you know, tarnish anything, damage anything. You know, we weren't doing nothing like that. And pretty much all they did was just complain. So, that pretty much got my goat. You know, and like I said, guys, if we're not doing pranks, we're not doing jokes, we're not doing any crap like that, then it's like, okay, you know, these guys aren't causing any trouble. Just leave them alone. There won't be no trouble. So, yeah, so my buddy got pretty much agitated, which I felt bad for him, you know, and this is why I'm posting up this video, guys, because my buddy got agitated because all we was doing was having a good night out close to Memorial Day, and we was just hanging out, not causing any trouble. And before you guys quote, oh, well, anime, why didn't you guys just go to a bar or something? Well, for one, I didn't want him to get demonetized or pretty much into hot soup for taking his camera into a bar. Because, number one, there's remotely any consequence that could happen. Example, if a bar fight were to break out, believe you and me, guys, it would probably have been heckin' high water. So, you know, that's number one. Oof. I really don't want to get that. But I'm almost out of bullets anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap it out for the Welling. And number two, guys, I don't think you can record in a bar. Because, one, you'd have to be very cautious on that kind of thing. Because if you were to record in a bar, pretty much it could lead to all sorts of mischief and trouble. So, again, you know, like I said, I really don't want to put my friend through the grinder. Okay, because one, like I said, guys, he's trying to shape up because, you know, he told me, you know, he looked back at his old vids and pretty much told me that his pranks, you know, went too far, went over the line. So, you know, he's trying to shape up a little bit. Like, he's not trying to pull shenanigans and all that stuff. Yes, he may dress all wacky, but he may dress all goofy. Or he may look like a goofy from an extremely goofy movie or something. But the bottom line is, he was only dressing up for YouTube. Kind of like me, guys. Would you want me to wear like a suit and tie, casual workwear and stuff like that? No. You guys would probably want me to wear something that matches my channel's persona. And granted, it would be a little bit nerdy. But then again, you know, my channel is about all kinds of stuff. Like gaming and anime and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would expect to follow my channel's persona. So, like, but the problem I have here is that the way I see it is, and I know I'm probably going to get backlash for this, and honestly, at this point, I don't care. But if certain establishments, and again, not bringing up anything like this, Mean Bird, don't joke about crap like that. I'm not going to wear that. Now is not the time to be joking around with that kind of crap. Just warning you there. But my point is, like with my channel, guys, you expect me to dress in style. Like anime style, or, you know, like try to have anime styles, try to be classy and stuff. Yeah, I know you was joking, man. I know you was joking. But this is a serious matter, dude. So, I'd appreciate it if you could keep the jokes down to a minimum tonight, please. But my point is, guys, the way I see it is, if certain establishments do not, and underline the key terms, do not have any of these quote-unquote policies up and about on the rules, then point blank, they shouldn't enforce them. So, like, for example, guys, like tonight, when I told you a couple of associates got on our tails because we was recording a vlog, not pulling any pranks or stuff. Yeah, all we was doing was pretty much recording a vlog and stuff of us shopping, having a good old fun time. And you know what's ridiculous, guys? Last time I went over there to the other shop's certain store, which I'm not going to say the name, I had no problems, no complaints. And when I talked to an associate, they asked me, "Oh, hey, what was with the camera?" I said, I'm doing a live stream for YouTube, or I'm doing a live stream for certain something." And he respectably said, "Okay." And I was like, "And the camera's on me at all times." And it's not like I'm gonna bend the rules. This ain't Bendy and the Ink Machine, to be honest with y'all. Okay, that was a bit of a wacky joke, but... Oh, crap, don't tell me I lost my... Yes, I did. Son of a biscuit. Oh, come on. Jeez. Yeah, Zombies is going to be down again tonight. I just dropped 2 freaking lives because I get myself cornered. Oh, yeah, you ain't cornering me again, you sons of chickens.
They better be working hard at the monster factory because I am running out of targets.
Thank you. But anyway, guys, so my point is, if any establishments don't have any of the rules that clearly state, "Oh, well, you can't do this, 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 and this," then either they need to either put the paperwork clean in the window. Like, example, you know how certain shops say, "Oh, well, you can't have any pets in here." It's like, okay, you notified the public by saying, "Oh, hey, you put a sign in the window states you can't have pets in the establishment." And I can understand that reason. Okay, but not having any recording devices, cameras, or stuff like that, if there's no rule about it, then it's like, okay, if there's no rule about it, then you got no room to say, "Oh, hey, well, you can't have anything like that in here." So, yeah, guys, tonight, that really got my goat. Because, like I said, all my friend and I was doing, we was having a good old time, recording a vid, just having a good laugh. And no, guys, before you say anything, no, we was not pulling any pranks, we weren't pulling any jokes, but I was trying to help a friend out with a video, so that way, like, he can have something to update. And that's called being a friend, looking out for someone. See, with me, I look out for friends who are fellow YouTubers. I look out for friends who, when they need help, it's like, okay, you help out no matter what. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I gotta get, Zeus and, ooh. I gotta get Zeus and Ra. Okay, or Zeus and Odin. Did I remember to open Zeus and Odin? Shoot. I can't remember. Okay, okay, Zeus should have been... Oh, no, wait. I think this one, yes. Because I think I did open up Odin some time ago. But yeah, guys, so like I said, I'm not getting agitated. I'm just going to state that for the record. But the way I see it is, if certain establishments has got problems with certain things, then they need to post rules and not just expect people to just listen. Because, first off, nowadays people can just say whatever they want, and it can be a load of hogwash until you can get proper paperwork. So, like, you know how people have license to carry? Now, and I'm not putting this on full blast, but basically, when people have license to carry, they can carry guns and stuff in local stores. So, there's one thing. So, if people are allowed to carry guns because they got a license to carry, then people who do YouTube vids should have a right to pretty much have a right to wield it, or right to wield. I can't even speak right. A right to have a camera if they're doing a YouTube vid. That's the way I see it. So, and like I said, I'm not trying to sound like a politician. I'm not trying to sound like a person who knows it all. I'm just stating an obvious fact. Because the way I see it is, if someone's going around doing a YouTube vid, then they have a right, which is freedom of speech, which technically is part of the I almost said 10 Commandments. My brain is fried. The Constitution. And the Constitution says freedom of speech and freedom of rights. Those are the two top ones. So if we're allowed to have a camera in an establishment just to do a YouTube vid, and we're not doing anything stupid like trashing the place or doing anything, then basically it should be, oh, okay, you know, if they're not doing this or they're not causing any harm, then they have a right to do a YouTube vid, or they have a right to do a Twitch vid, or they have a right to do any type of vid for that matter. And granted, I know I'm probably going to get backlash for this, because they're probably going to say, oh, but what if someone's going to use a camera for specific reasons? Okay, guys, first off, this isn't an anime. Okay? This isn't an anime. You're not going to have someone who's going to be dumb enough to do a peeping Tom, to be a peeping Tom. So, you know. And second of all, I'm not saying everyone should have a right to have a camera. What I'm saying is, if you have paperwork that clearly states your camera is qualified to do YouTube vids and can be used in an establishment, then said camera or said camera holder can have the right to do so. So, like I said, like last night, my friend had a cameraman with us, and you know he was just recording what he was told to record. So yeah, he might not have the paperwork, but if you have a cameraman, then that right should still be valid. So, for example, and this is the way I see it, guys, if you are a YouTuber and you do shopping at certain stores, but you're only doing a vlog on yourself, then said store needs to either give you the benefit of the doubt or point blank. And if you guys are YouTubers and you've had this problem where someone's being rude about what you're doing and stuff like that, then comment down below and tell me your experience. Or send me, or like I said, if you guys comment down below on that, I'll do a video and read through all y'all's comments about your experiences. Again, you don't have to put the name of the store. You would just have to put the certain, you would just have to put a certain, like a certain saying or a certain store or a certain phrase they use, and then I'll probably put the pieces together lickety split. But like I said, guys, this mess with the cameras and stuff in certain establishments, first off, if it's part of a policy, then but one thing they need to do is post up in front of the doors, in front of the rules. Second, if the policy should be null and void if and only if the person states that they are a YouTuber, or they are doing a vlog for themselves, or recording themselves to do a vlog, or they're doing anything like that. That's when the policy should be null and void. So again, guys, yes, I'm a little agitated about what happened to my friend last night, because he didn't do anything wrong, for starters. And granted, guys, I know people's gonna backlash on me for sticking my neck out for him, but he looked at his last videos and realized his pranks have gone too far, and he's trying to change. It's like, and not making a comparison, but it's like smoking or drinking. You don't just quit cold turkey. You have to wean your way into quit. So, the bottom line is, guys, what I'm going to say is this. And I know I'm probably going to get lashed about it, but with certain stores, certain companies, certain whatever, the point is, if you're going to have a policy that states you cannot use a camera on premises of certain places, then post a rule on the windows or post a rule at the door. Now, again, this is where paperwork will come in handy. If you have paperwork that clearly states you are doing this for a YouTube vid, a Twitch vid, or anything of the sort, then said rule should be null and void. Or said policy should be null and void. Like, if you haven't done a vid, if you haven't done a vid for a long time and you're only doing it to hang out with a friend, then it's like, okay, you know, that shouldn't be a problem. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. But like I said, guys, I apologize if I sound upset or I sound pretty much peeved. But it's like, okay, I can understand some stores have policies against cameras, but if they don't know, if they don't know the full reason for the camera, then they shouldn't just assume something right off the bat. And again, like I said, I understand some companies, some certain organizations have problems with the cameras because they've either had someone do something crazy, do something wacky, do something stupid. But if they're not going to come forward and just step up and say, okay, so what's with the camera? Then, you know, instead of just assuming something, they should have just gotten the information. And if they still think something's fishy, then that's when they should abide by their policy. I mean, you know, like I said, guys, with certain stores, I take my camera in almost every time. Like, I'll use my phone as a camera. I'll use my, well, of course now I can't actually live stream via mobile because, of course, you have to hit a certain amount of subscribers. I don't know why they changed that policy. But the point of the matter is, if there is no problem whatsoever, then basically they need to just pretty much say, okay, they just need to pretty much bite the bullet and say, okay, you know, they're not doing anything wrong. We had no right to be rude, so point blank, you know, it's like, it's like with certain things I don't understand pretty much. Good job, Mean Birds. Good job. Oh crap! I think I'm out of ammo. Oh yes, I am. And I don't have max ammo. So anyway, guys, yeah. But like I said, I may make a complaint. I don't know for sure yet, because the way that the workers handled the situation last night was pretty rude, and it pretty much ticked off my friend. Which, like I said, I'm pretty much flabbergasted, or yeah, flabbergasted. Or pretty much appalled with how they handled the situation. I don't know if I'm using the correct term right, flabbergasted or pretty much appalled, but I should flat out make a complaint because the way they were just rude. Like, they just pretty much they pretty much just came over and snapped at us for having a camera going. And again, guys, I can understand on their occasions. But if it's for a vlog or something, they should, like I said, and I know I'm repeating this like a broken record, so I'm just going to say this one last time, and then after that. But my point is, if they're going to assume something, they need to stop, think, and then pretty much say, okay, what are these guys doing? And then come over and question us. If they just throw out an assumption and then just think, oh, okay, these guys are causing trouble, then they're going to lose valued customers. Because, to be honest, guys, I had a friend who had the same incident a while back. Now, one friend I know, he's from out of state, okay? So, I will bring this up right now. Basically, he was out of state. Well, he is out of state, actually. But, basically... Aw, crap. Dang, Blight Father. But, basically, guys, my one friend from out of state, he goes out shopping once in a while, and he pretty much takes his camera. You know... So it's like, okay, you know, he's not doing anything wrong. Oh, nope, nope, get off.
Not a word to my biographer. What happens here stays here. That really needs some sort of chase. Hey, sure. Has beer been
Oh man, popping this guy is not gonna be easy. Finally. But yeah, and basically he even told me about this complaint, guys. So I'm gonna fill you guys in exactly on what happened. So my friend went to his local a local store, okay? And you know, just like certain stores, they have the same rules. No pets unless they're service animals, and you know, no smoking. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what seems to be the harm in that? Well, basically, he saw no policy about the cameras. So he takes his camera in and pretty much was doing a vid, you know, like he was doing a vlog about doing some shopping, like getting some things, maybe for an unboxing vid, I don't know. So, you know, he's doing his thing, not causing any trouble, and rudely, an associate of said store comes up to him and pretty much tells him, you know, you need to turn the camera off. They didn't ask him about the camera. They didn't ask him why he had the camera. They just came up and rudely told him, you know. So, you know, and he pretty much didn't understand why. So, when she left him alone, he thought, you know what? As long as he keeps the camera on himself, it's not technically breaking any rules. So, he does he turns it back on, puts the camera in front of him, and it's on him the whole time. Not recording other people, not nothing. So, you know, and then some people question him about being a YouTuber, you know. So, he answers their question while the camera was going. Same person approached him again and pretty much ripped into him. Now, this store he goes to, he's been a loyal and valued customer for years. Well, not years, maybe a year and 6 months. I mean, he never told me the exact time frame. And he was rude. One of the associates was rude twice. Or the co-workers, or whatever, or associates, co-worker, or whatever they call them in stores nowadays, was rude twice. Finally, he said, you know what, he'll give it one more. And basically, he did. Like, what he did was, he restarted the camera from where he left off at. And then he was pretty much, you know, just doing his vlog, just explaining to his viewers that he had to wait. Same person gave him crap about it. So, you know what? He left. Like, he left the area. He did not go back for at least 2 months. Because, you know, because basically they accused him of pretty much doing something wrong. Now, granted, when I heard this news, I literally was fuming. Like, you don't even know how fuming I was, guys. But, however, my friend said, don't worry about it. I'll just find a new place to shop. So, I just let him. Turns out, though, here's the stupid thing. Because the associate was busted on camera, the associate that was rude to my friend lost their job. And pretty much, my friend went back. The manager did apologize because she mishandled the situation. What she should have done was, when she saw the camera, instead of making a complaint to management and assuming they were up to no good, they should have pretty much figured out what the camera was for. Then, if they thought it was for something wrong, that's when they should have stepped in and said, okay, if it's for something wrong, then we need to put a stop to it. So, yeah. And again, I'm pretty much sure you all know where this led to. But anyway, guys, I'm calm. I was venting out the situation. I told my friend I would try to help him out with another vid sometime soon, but we don't know what we're going to do. But I'll tell you one thing. We are not going back to a certain store when late shift is working. That's the only thing. Because, guys, like I said, I went during the day shift or something like that, and I had no problems at all. And to explain, basically I had my phone on a selfie stick, and I was holding my phone like this. Camera was facing towards me the whole time when I was live streaming. And if you guys want to know how it was exactly, I can link the videos down below. I would just need time to do that, to put that in the description and edit all that. But I was at a specific store. I talked to associates of that specific store, and they didn't give me no problems. They said, okay, and if any of them didn't want to be in the thing, I told them, I'm just doing a vlog, I'm just doing something. And, and if they said, yeah, could you please keep me out of it, I would have respectfully said, okay, sure thing, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that at all. So, I pretty much respected their wishes. I kept them out of the videos. And, first off, let me prestige, guys. But, and they weren't rude about it. But the way they were tonight to my friend Dawson, they were pretty much rude. They were pretty much so rude, I'm lucky I didn't say anything. Because the way they were tonight, guys, I literally could have told them off. I would have said, one, my friend isn't doing anything wrong. I happen to be a fellow YouTuber as well. And for two, we weren't doing anything wrong. All we was doing is just vlogging a shopping trip. And, you want to be rude, we can have a talk with your manager right now. Now, if she would have said, fine, we can have a talk with the manager because we're just following store policy, I would have said, yeah, it's not store policy if it's not on the front window. So, do you want to try that again for 200, or should I pretty much report you for being rude? Now, again, guys, I would have went off lickety-split, but because I know how to control my anger and walk away from a situation like that, I pretty much kept my nerve. But if I go back there, and they say something to me about my camera going, then that's where we're going to have problems, because I will say, you know what, I want to speak to your manager right now. And then I will tell the manager my problem. And if they say, well, it's store policy, I'll say, no. See, this is where we beg to differ and draw the line. So why don't I fill you in on this? If there is no rule in the window, then technically it's not store policy. Because a while back, I brought my camera in here. Nobody said crap to me about it. And, because one, I would respectfully ask, I've had associates ask me about the camera, and I was honest. I said, I'm doing a live stream, and they asked me, oh, really? And I said, yeah, would you like to be in the video? And if they respectfully said, no, I would appreciate it if you could keep me out of it, that's when I would pretty much said, okay, I respect your decision, so, yeah, I can keep you out of it. And I kept the camera pointed away. How your associate handled it, because I was with one guy who was in Oh yeah, I'll tell you that one in a minute. But no, basically, I pretty much, would have went off. And if they would have said something, I would have said, you know what? Then I can just take my business elsewhere. And if they say, yeah, well, we always get plenty of customers, so I'll say, yeah, but when they see how rude one of your associates were, then they probably won't want to come back because they're afraid that they'll get treated with the same disrespect as I did, or the same disrespect as my friend did. And I'll say, because this whole thing would pretty much go live, and when people see how disrespectful and rude your associates were, that's not good. That's not good on your part. And then that's when they should fix the situation. So again, guys, I'm not yelling. I'm just a little miffed about how they pretty much. Crap! I forgot to change my weapon. No, Oh crap! I forgot it was on. Wait. Yeah, it was on the Guardian. Crap! I forgot. They switch it up whenever you prestige. So in other words, I don't have my nowhere but here until I can prestige again. And that's a level 15, so I'm gonna have to, but yeah, so basically, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I may make a complaint to the HR over there. I may make a complaint about their third shift because, like I said, the way they handled the situation was just pretty much rude. Instead of asking us what the camera was for first, and a couple of my friends, Mean Bird, yeah, I do, but, I didn't drink tonight, so, because I got to work in the morning anyway, or I got to work in the evening anyway. So, basically, guys, what I am going to do is, first thing tomorrow, I am going to make a complaint. And if they give me the whole spiel, well, it's part of Walmart, if it's part of the policy. Then this is where I draw the line. I'm going to say, no, see, here's where you're misdrawing the line. Because, like I said, last night, we weren't doing anything wrong. We came in, we was vlogging, the camera was on him the whole time. We had people question us about our YouTube channels. And yes, the camera was on them, but, they wanted to be in the vid. And 2 of your associates got rude, and whoever was working around that time frame, because it was about 10 o'clock at night, so whoever was working around that area, they pretty much got rude with us without questioning us first. What the?
Surprise, the whole place has not yet gone up in flames.
Well, it's first off, okay, I need to switch my class because I forgot to. It's not that I'm upset, Mean Bird. It's just my buddy's on the road all the time, and it's like, I suggested an idea for filming. Like, we can just vlog, we can just go around and hang out. I'm upset the fact that the way they spoke to us before the whole thing is what got my goat. Because instead of being calm about it, they were disrespectful. I mean, I get it. They probably are tired. They probably were tired. They probably wanted to just end their shift and go home. However, that's no excuse for being rude to customers who spend their hard-earned paychecks. And on top of that, because my buddy shops over there too, and last night he got a thing of AirPods, for the vid. And, he even told one of the associates that it was for a vlog or a shopping vlog. And yeah, I'm ticked because the way they handled the situation, they was rude. Like, they got on us, and I was even with them at the time, and I can even vouch for them. I'll play Blackout in a minute, dude. I want to try to finish my goal for tonight for zombies. But yeah, but like I said, I was with them the whole time, so I can vouch for them. They weren't doing anything wrong. So they weren't pulling any pranks. They weren't doing nothing. So that's where I'm pretty much am agitated and draw the line. So that's... oh, crap. Then, what flag is not taken? Really? They gotta give me raw. I never do like this one. 6 equipment kills. So, yeah. So, like I said, Mean Birds, that's the reason why I'm agitated. Because the way they handled the situation last night was pretty rude. And I will be calling and making a complaint. And, you know, like I said, if the HR says anything about it, I'm just going to tell them, look, we weren't doing anything wrong. My buddy is a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. And I came in here before with my camera, and nobody said anything to me because I kept it on me the whole time. And the only time I did ask if anybody wanted to be in the video is when, like, oh, hey, you know, I think, okay, you know, maybe, you know, if I ask and got permission. And I'd even tell him, I'd say, look, my friend even was respectful about it. He wasn't recording anybody else. He was recording himself at the time. And pretty much, you know, and I'll lay it out thick. I'll just tell them, look, it was rude. They assumed we was causing trouble, and I did not appreciate that. And I'll tell them, I'll say, I expect something to be done. And if they say, oh, well, you guys were doing something you weren't supposed to, and I'll tell them, I'll say, no, correction. We weren't doing anything wrong. We weren't pulling pranks. We weren't doing nothing. We was just doing a shopping vlog, you know, like, of what ideas we were doing for YouTube, you know, stuff like that. And basically 2 of your associates that worked at 10 o'clock last night that was doing the stalking back towards the toys and electronics was a little rude. And I didn't appreciate her going off on us when we was doing nothing wrong. And if they say, okay, well, we'll have a word with the associates. In the meantime, you know, do you remember names? I'll say, no, I don't remember names. But all I know is that they were working back by electronics and toys at the time. And they were pretty much rude to my friend because, you know, he had the camera pointed on him the whole time. And I can even vouch for it. The only time he had the camera off him was when a couple people was questioning us about our YouTube channels. And, you know, and if they say, quote, well, then we'll have a word with whoever was in charge that night, and we'll see about getting the situation resolved, I'll say, okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm not going to be hot-headed. I'm not just going to go right off the bat into an all-out rage mode. Because, heck, if I did that, believe me, whichever way it go, it'd probably either get me in trouble with the law or pretty much anything else. So, I'm going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to go through the proper channels. And if they pretty much say if they pretty much say there's nothing we can do, I'll tell them, I'll say, my friend got accused, and one of my friends was also, upset because they thought the reason why they was being rude to us was because one of my friends was dressed differently, and another of my friends were pretty much, well, I'm not gonna say it, but I'll give you a hint. There's two types of chickens. There's white meat and there's, well, you guys will get the gist from that thing. Like, if you know how you go to a restaurant, you can order chicken with white meat or dark meat.
I need a gun.
Not trying to sound any way, shape, or form rude or another R word that I'm not going to say, but that's how my other friend felt. And I honestly, stuck my neck out saying, that's probably not the reason. But, if that's... and he felt like it was that way. So, yeah, I will be making a call tomorrow, guys, or later on today. And I am going to be saying something. And I'm going to tell him. I'm going to say, look, I'm first off, it doesn't matter. What I'm stating at is, the point is, whoever was working the graveyard shift last night, 10 o'clock, back by Toys or Electronics or wherever it was, they had no right to just assume we was causing trouble. And, and I'll tell them exactly. I'll say, one of my friends felt like that the reason why he couldn't record is because of a slanderous reason. And another one of my friends thinks it's because of how he was dressed. So, like, pretty much the style or race pretty much was causing the problem. They felt like it was that. And if they say, come again, I'll say, look, I'll run you by the whole scenario about what happened. And I'll say, last night, about 10 o'clock, me, a couple friends of mine, we came in. My one friend was doing a vlog of shopping, we weren't causing no pranks, we weren't causing no mischief, because we're not like other YouTubers. It's not like we was causing pranks or doing something like that, because we know better. So, what happened was, and I'll tell him, I'll say, what happened was, one of my friends was a cameraman, another one of my friends was just doing a video with how he looked, like, putting his style in play. So, we was looking around, like, my friend was doing a vlog of us shopping, he was looking like, looking cool and stuff for his vids, like he always does. And pretty much a couple of your associates were rude about it. And the whole time, we had the camera on us. Like, we weren't pointing it at people, we weren't doing anything ridiculous, we weren't causing no pranks. And... the associates that were working around, like I said, the associates were working around toys and stuff like that, were pretty much rude. They was telling us that, they just flat out told us, it's against store policy for us to have, cameras going. However, here's the stupid thing. The last time I came in, and I'm being honest about this, the last time I came in, I pretty much had my camera going, and nobody said anything to me. When an associate asked, I said it was for a live stream, and he was okay with it. Like, no management said anything, because the camera was pointing at me at all times. And, when we left, my friends were upset, because one of them thought it was how they were dressed, because they was trying to fit their YouTube personas or fit their YouTube styles, and the other one thought it was because of his race, pretty much. And I find that highly inexcusable. And if they say, well, okay, look, there's got to be a logical explanation, I'll say, yeah. So you're telling me there's a logical explanation why one of my friends feel like it was because of his race, and one person feels like it was how they, and my other friend thinks it's how he was dressed. Is that what you're saying to me? So there's a logical explanation for that. And if he gets all frantic, if they get all frantic, I'll say, look, we'll have a talk with the associates around that time frame, and we will see about, and we will see about fixing this. And if they say okay, and I'll say okay, that's fine. And because again, guys, like I said, my friends always, my friends do YouTube vids, and they shouldn't feel the way they felt because the person was pretty much rude, and like I said, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, I don't mean to preach, but it just really got under my skin that night, and honestly, it just really shouldn't have gone down like that. Am I a peeper? No, I am not a Mean Bird, enough with the jokes. I'm not a peeper. I'm not none of that. Okay? Look, man, I'm trying hard not to rip your head off here. This is just a serious issue. Okay? So can you take this seriously for 5 seconds and just put it the way I'm saying it? Because the associates got rude because one of my friends thought it was because of their race, and another friend of mine thought it was because of their style. That's what I'm trying to get at here. That's what's agitating me here.
Trust me, I know how math works.
And again, man, like I said, I don't mean to sound like I'm tearing your head off, but it's just you're turning it into a joke when it's not a joke. It's being serious here. I'm not gonna say it, but think of two opposite colors of paint. Yep, that's the word right there.
This is my life. You are welcome to it. Stay close, my friend. I would not like you to lose another eye.
I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm getting at. Yeah. And I'll rephrase it again. One of my friends, my friend's cameraman is that, and he felt like he was being rude because of that. I mean, like, because he was thinking, no, he was not being stupid. All he was doing. Okay, Mean Bird, I'll run this to you slowly, and I'm not going to sound PO'd because, like I said, I really don't want to lash out because everybody's in bed. My friend was doing a YouTube vid. He had a cameraman. The cameraman is that word you just brought up. And, the associate got rude with us because, we was doing a shopping vlog and just having a good time. We weren't being stupid, and I can vouch for them on that. Then, of course, when we was leaving, when she got rude with us twice, one of my friends thought it was because of their style, and the other one thought it was because of their race. Okay? That's what I'm getting at. So, yeah, I got a little right to be agitated, and I got a little right to be pretty much peeved. Now, do you follow what I'm trying to say? My throat's killing me. Oh my.
Experiences with the supernatural firsthand.
Put this in your brain for 3 seconds, Mean Bird, and I'm gonna say this one time. We was at a store. The associate, the one person who was the camera person. I was hanging with them because they was doing a vid because my friend had to constantly go out of town. We got two associates at that store who was rude about the camera, so they assumed, my friends assumed, that it was because of their race and because of their style. Do I have to repeat it slower? Or do you get it this time? Do I have to repeat it slower, or do you get it this time? I'm trying not to sound rude, man, but seriously, you're making a joke out of it, and I'm taking this dog on seriously. Okay. Cheese and crackers. Look, I'm sorry if I'm treating you like you're a dunce or nothing, but it's just, you know, like I'm saying, I've explained the scenario multiple times, and you've taken it out of context 3 times already, and I'm trying hard not to get agitated, because 1, I can't vape in the house, 2, I can't vape outside, and 3, I cannot vape. I can take my medicine, but I haven't gotten my medicines fully refilled. Okay? And I'm trying my best really, really hard not to blow up here. Oh, tiger. Well, I have to be precautious about that one, because a certain somebody in the house has a nose of a bloodhound, so if they pick that up, then I'm pretty much screwed. Okay, so I have to get more ammo, and the gun I'm gonna need is over here somewhere.
Yes, it is always embarrassing. Carpenter.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna have to use my brazen bolt. And again, I already know that. Dude, you're telling me stuff multiple people has already told me. And again, I'm not trying to sound rude, but you're telling me multiple stuff that people's already told me. And I've told my family this, but they still think it's harmful than anything. Because everyone believes in the whole popcorn lung thing. Look, Mean Bird, I would appreciate it if you just stay on topic with the questions about the incident. I mean, if you want to ask that, that's fine, but right now, I'm just done talking about it. Alright, let's see. Now I have to kill 10 zombies with my special weapon, so which means I'm gonna have to wait until the next round. And I've already killed 126 zombies with an assault rifle so far. But yeah, like I said, Mean Birds, I'll try to do Blackout as soon as I get through getting my daily calling. Yeah, but like I said, later on today, I am going to be making a phone call, so, you know. Alright. Oh, crap. Wow, can a teammate get over here and help me with these things? Like, it's like, really, they're just, I'm sitting here. Oh, crap. I'm sweating out of bullets.
Click, click, click. How I despise that sound.
Aha. Nope.
There is no getting around it.
Oh, I didn't know they had the
We
pack
should
punch
survive
open.
this nightmare. We need
Shoot. Alright, I need to set up so I can see a little bit better. I might get hit by some zombies, but right now... I need to see what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. Oh, crap. I don't know if that's a blight, or I don't know if that's... Okay, that shaking gave off a bad voodoo. That shaking gave off a bad hoodoo. Okay.
That it takes you here. There is nothing to fear.
Where's all the... Oh, jeez, cheese and crackers. This is not good. And I don't have my arsenal accelerator until I hit a high level. Okay, big guy's mine.
Only a coward hides his face, Sawyer.
Yeah, and guys, there's a 50-50 odds that my power might go out because it's storming out. Oh, come on. Great. Alright, guys, my thing just got corrupted, so I'm going to have to close the application and remove the disk. So, I might do a part 2 of the zombies. In the meantime, guys, I will possibly just give me a few minutes. This video will be 78 or so, you know. So, like I said, guys, just give me a few minutes and I will get this stuff fixed up. But, anyway, guys, this is, thank you to all you bronies and Pegasisters, anime fans and furries, and gamers too. To all my other viewers, I shall not forget about you. And to all the cool cats and gals that decided to spell, thank you all for showing up and watching Show and Tell. Don't forget, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite to the channel. Follow me on Twitch if you guys want to catch up with more gameplay. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And that is all I can tell you. So give me a few and I'll fix the problem, and I'll be back in a few. This is Anime Gamer Fanboy signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Till next time, or later, or maybe in a bit. I don't know. Peace.